Hello everybody, this one is a unique bulb, not because it is unique in and of itself, but because of the history. I remember when this particular style of FEIT LED party bulb came out, and it's probably been, oh boy, in the mid to late, I want to say 2007, 2008, maybe, I don't know, 2006, 7, 8, somewhere around there is where I believe these first came out, because I remember picking one up at that time, and it doesn't look like this design has changed very much since then. It still has a little button on the side to choose what you'd like to do with the bulb, but I'm sure these are falling out of favor because we got Wi-Fi bulbs now and smart bulbs, and you can do all this from your phone. Why would you go up to the bulb and have to push the button every time you want to do something? And I'm pretty sure it resets each time. I don't think it remembers the color you chose. And if it's anything like the original one, it's not that bright either. It's just a very novelty style bulb. But when I saw this in the discount bin at the local hardware store, I had to get one of them to see how much they've changed over the years, if at all. Here's the back of the packaging. Not much information there, to be real honest. And of course the front. Most information you can get out of it here is we have white, red, green, blue, a flashing or a smooth, transition. So obviously we need to open this up. So let's get some scissors here and we'll open up the packaging. Yeah, it was just interesting to still see these being sold at some stores for such a, I want to say, old product at this point. I don't know if I have a video of the first one that I've ever got, but I definitely do still have it in the collection. Yeah, there's a little micro switch button. Okay, so FEIT Electric, 0.6 watt LED party can bulb. That must have been the date of manufacture. So pretty recent. I mean, it is over a year ago. So it has been sitting around, but I mean recent compared to about 2006, 7, 8, somewhere around that time. And you know what? I think this is actually glass. Certainly feels like it. Okay, let's plug our cord here into the meter, and I need to remove this adapter first. I should have done that before we started this. Okay, let's turn it on. It should default to white, I think. Oh no, it's color changing. Yep, that's what I remember. It really wasn't bright at all. It's very much a novelty style bulb. Okay, let's turn off the lights here. Well, you know what, before we do that, let's, yeah, 0.3 watts. Dude, it's not even showing up on here. It's 0.0 watts and then sometimes 0.3. Okay, you know what? Let's just go through it real quick and see what we get on here. Okay, so here's our fading. And that's staying... Oh, no, it's still going between the two. We got 0.4 there for a second. So one of these LEDs... So here's all of them on. Every single LED in there, to make a white light. And we're getting 0.4 watts. So here's red. Now it's not even registering. It's just 0. Let's turn this back on so you can see. It's just 0. Like, it's not even registering that. Or green. Or blue. What is that? Yellow? That's one that's not even on there. Purple? Oh yeah, kind of a turquoise. Well, that's got 0.3 for a second there. And off. Off. There's more options on here than 6. Please advertise them. Yes, very much as I remember. Now let's turn it off. And I always liked the smooth color changing option. But let's set it to a color. Like here's red. Now if I turn this off and we turn it back on, I think it defaults to something else. Yeah, it doesn't remember what we set it to. So that's one of the problems with these, is that if you put this in a hard-to-reach fixture, and every time you turn it on, you're going to need to set it back to what you wanted it at. If I wanted it at this very nice teal turquoise here, and I turned off my lamp. I turned it on later. I want that color again. Well, you're not going to get it. You're getting this fast changing thing. Now, if it was set to something a little more subtle like this as the first option, that might not be too bad, but that might not be what you want either. And to be honest, I can't really measure it on the lux meter. There's plenty of other light in the room that's just kind of messing it up. But yeah, very nostalgic bulb for me, being one of my very first LED bulbs, and a color changing one at that. You know, another one that I remember as well around the same time period, and I might have a video of it on the channel here, is what was it? Lights of America, you know, that made all the CFLs at the time in the mid 2000s. Also had a similar size bulb to this, but a much smaller housing that was a color changing LED. I have two of those, and they're glass again, but the housing is small, and all it does is this slow fade. There's no option like this one where you can, you know, change it to different colors. So overall, a very cool bulb, but I think it's just advertised wrong. You know, it is a party bulb. It gives all the cool colors, but it's definitely not bright, usable light that most people would have expected from the modern LEDs that they have on the shelf that are, you know, colored. Now, sure, back at the time that this was first brought onto the market, we had 25 watt incandescent, you know, party bulbs, and they weren't the brightest thing in the world. This would have been a decent little equivalency for it. You know, it's a little dimmer than that, but it's about the same brightness. But now nowadays, most people are expecting this super bright, you know, LED filament bulb that's, you know, the strongest blue you've ever seen in your life that hurts your eyeballs when you drive down the road and look at somebody's house because it's so close to the UV spectrum that it messes with your eyes. You can tell how much I like that. Anyway, a very unique bulb, and it was pretty cool to find one and pick it up in today's day and age. I really do hope you enjoyed this video of this FEIT electric color changing party bulb, and also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.